Welcome back to the Platform Guide series. In this video, we'll walk you through alerts and notifications, how to set them up, what each alert type does, and how to configure them for your fleet. If you're just joining us, be sure to check out the earlier videos in this series. Let's get started. To access alerts and notifications, click the Settings cog icon in the upper right corner, select Global Settings from the menu, then click Alerts and Notifications in the left side panel. To configure alerts, your user account must have the Alerts and Notifications permission enabled in Global Settings before you can access the Alerts and Notifications page. The Alerts and Notifications page displays your currently configured alerts and provides the following options. Add a new alert by clicking the plus icon next to each alert type. You can edit an existing alert by selecting the bar that shows the count of alerts, and you can delete an alert by selecting the X on the right side of the bar to remove it. Note that multiple instances of the same alert can be created. If duplicate alerts are configured with the same trigger and the same groups or vehicles, users will receive duplicate notifications. Always review your existing alerts before creating a new one to avoid this. Before we walk through each alert type, let's cover the configuration fields that are common across all alerts. Every alert you create will include the following settings. The alert name at the top of every alert panel is displayed as untitled in red and then the alert name. You must replace this with a descriptive name before saving. The red text reminds you that the field is required. The Send to Alert or SMS email field allows you to enter one or more phone numbers or email addresses to receive a notification when the alert is triggered. Enter each recipient's contact information here. The Send Alert to Users option allows the alert to appear as an in-platform notification visible by the bell icon on the main platform. Click the Select button to open a searchable list of platform users. Click Add next to each user you want to notify, and then click Apply to confirm your selection. You can add one or more users. Standard users are only able to add themselves to receive alerts. When Send Alert to Users is configured, you can also enable Require Response. This requires the notified user to add a comment when acknowledging the alert, creating an audit trail of how each alert was handled. Some alerts include a Show in Fleet Monitor checkbox. Enable this if the alert needs to be visible in the Fleet Monitor view for administrator users. The Repeat Cooldown field allows you to specify a delay in minutes before the same alert can be triggered again. This feature helps prevent repeated notifications for the same ongoing condition. The default value varies depending on the alert type. Group and vehicle selection. Every alert requires at least one group or vehicle to be assigned. Select the Edit button next to This alert applies to the following groups and vehicles to open the selection panel. You can browse by group type, search for a specific group, use the Select All option, or drill down into a group to select individual vehicles. Once you've made your selection, click the Apply to Selected button at the bottom of the screen. Without at least one group or vehicle assigned, the alert will not trigger. Finally, at the bottom of every alert panel is the Make this alert private checkbox. When enabled, this alert will only be visible to the user who created it and administrative users. Once your fields are all configured, click Save Changes to activate the alert or Cancel to discard your changes. Now let's walk through each of the available alert types and their unique configuration settings. The Road Level Speeding Alert notifies you when a vehicle exceeds the posted speed limit on the road it's traveling. The unique field for this alert is Speed is above in miles per hour or kilometers per hour over the posted speed limit. Enter the number of miles per hour over the posted speed limit that should trigger the alert. For example, entering 10 means the alert fires when the vehicle is traveling more than 10 miles an hour above the posted speed limit. Note that values are displayed in miles per hour. By default, if your account is configured for metric units, these will display in kilometers per hour instead. The repeat cooldown defaults to 4 minutes for this alert. The high-speed alert notifies you when a vehicle exceeds a fixed speed value that you define, regardless of the posted speed limit. The unique field for this alert is speed is above. Enter a fixed speed value. The alert fires at any time a vehicle exceeds this speed. The key difference between this alert and the road level speeding is that high speed uses a static threshold you set, while the road level speeding is dynamic based on the posted speed limit of the road being traveled. Speed units follow your account preference, miles per hour or kilometers per hour. The repeat cooldown defaults to 4 minutes for this alert. The idling alert notifies you when a vehicle has the ignition on but has not been moving for longer than a set amount of time. The unique field for this alert is the vehicle is idling for how many minutes or more. Enter the number of minutes of continuous idling before the alert is triggered. Repeat cooldown defaults to 0 for this alert. We recommend setting the cooldown value to avoid repeated notifications for the same ongoing idle event. The after-hours activity alert notifies you when a vehicle is active outside your defined working hours schedule. This alert features 2 scheduling configuration modes: Customize for each day, or for weekdays and weekends. In the Customize Each Day mode, you can set individual working hour windows for each day of the week. In the Weekday and Weekends mode, you establish one schedule for weekdays and a separate schedule for weekends. For each day, you can enable or disable the day using the checkbox. Set alert on movement before a specific time. Set alert on movement after a specific time. And check all day to trigger the alert on any movement on that day, regardless of the time. The repeat cooldown defaults to 60 minutes for this alert. The harsh acceleration and braking alert notifies you when a vehicle accelerates or brakes too abruptly. You can choose from 2 trigger options, select one or both. The harsh acceleration alert activates when the platform detects a significant acceleration event, while the harsh braking alert activates upon detecting a severe braking event. You can combine both alerts into a single notification or create separate alerts for each event type. The default repeat cooldown for this alert is set to 15 minutes. The location arrival and departure alert is one of the most versatile alerts available. It notifies you based on the vehicle activity within any of your saved locations. First, select one or more of the location groups or individual locations from the searchable panel at the top. These must already exist as saved locations in the platform. You can then enable any combination of the following triggers. Arrives at a location triggers when the vehicle enters the selected locations. You can click the Add Time window to restrict the trigger to specific hours of the day only. Departs from location triggers when a vehicle exits the selected locations. It also supports an optional time window. The remains at location for threshold triggers when a vehicle stays at the location longer than the set time threshold value. The vehicle speed is above triggers when it exceeds a set speed while inside the location boundary. Any combination of these triggers can be active within a single alert. Note that this alert does not include a repeat cooldown field. The expected at location alert is the inverse of the arrival trigger. It notifies you when a vehicle fails to arrive at a location within a defined schedule. First, select one or more location groups or individual locations from the For the Following Locations area at the top. Then configure the expected arrival schedule in the area if vehicle does not arrive at location within this schedule. You can set these days and check the days of the week the vehicle is expected to arrive. You can set the hours to define a window with a start and end time for the vehicle's arrival. If the vehicle does not enter the selected location during the scheduled days and time window, the alert will trigger. This alert does not include a repeat cooldown field. The maintenance reminder alert notifies you when scheduled maintenance is coming due on a vehicle. Configure the Remind Me About area to select the maintenance type from the drop-down list. The platform includes default maintenance types. You can also create your own custom maintenance types to match your fleet's specific needs by selecting New Type. You would choose every and then the time. Set a time interval in months for the reminder. Or you can set the distance or engine hour threshold as an alternate or combined trigger. The default value is 3,000 miles. Both a time interval and a distance hour threshold can be active together on the same alert. An important note that a maintenance record must exist for each vehicle to start the counter. Without a maintenance record on file, the alert will not trigger as expected. This alert does not include a cooldown feature. The registration expiration alert notifies you when a vehicle's registration is approaching its expiration date. The unique field for this alert is today's date is the number of days before registration is set to expire. Consider the number of days in advance you want to be notified before the registration expires. The vehicle's registration expiration date must be entered in the vehicle editor. Without this date, the alert will not trigger. This alert does not include a repeat cooldown feature. The inspection expiration alert operates in much the same way as the registration expiration alert, but is specifically designed for vehicle inspections. The key feature of this alert is the number of days before the inspection expires. Enter the number of days in advance you would like to receive a notification prior to the expiration of the vehicle's inspection. The vehicle's inspection expiration date must be entered in the vehicle editor. Without this date on file, the alert will not trigger. The SOS distress signal alert notifies you immediately when a driver activates the SOS or panic button on their tracking device. There are no threshold values to configure for this alert. The alert is created automatically when the SOS button is triggered. The alert is specifically for tracking devices and devices with a physical SOS or panic button. Camera-related SOS events are configured separately under the FleetCam alerts covered later in this video. The alert displays with a red header to reflect its urgent nature. It does not include a repeat cooldown field. The low battery alert notifies you when a vehicle's battery voltage drops below a set threshold. Configure the following when a vehicle's battery dips below the specified voltage. Enter the voltage level that should trigger the alert. Enter the minimum duration in minutes that the battery must remain below the threshold before the alert fires. This helps prevent false alerts caused by brief voltage dips. The repeat cooldown defaults to 60 minutes for this alert. The diagnostic trouble code alert notifies you when a vehicle's check engine light turns on. There are no threshold values to configure. The alert is created automatically when a diagnostic trouble code is detected by the device in the vehicle. The alert works with any compatible integrated tracker or camera device. The vehicle must support OBD diagnostic data reporting for this alert to function. The alert displays with a red header and does not include a repeat cooldown field. The lost tracking connection alert notifies you when a device has stopped reporting its location for a set number of days. A unique field in this alert is the tracker doesn't report its location for X number of days. Enter the number of days without a location report for the alert triggers. This alert is useful for identifying devices that may have lost power, been damaged, or gone offline unexpectedly. Setting an appropriate threshold in days helps avoid false alerts for vehicles that are parked and not in use for short periods. This alert does not include a repeat cooldown field. Tracker Unplugged alert notifies you when a GPS tracking device has been physically disconnected from the vehicle. There are no threshold values to configure. The alert fires immediately when the device is unplugged. The tracking device must support unplugged detection for this alert to function. Not all devices are compatible. Check with your provider if you are unsure. This alert does not include a repeat cooldown field. The tracker battery level alert notifies you when the internal battery of a battery-powered tracking device drops below a set percentage. The unique field for this alert is if the tracker's battery dips below a percentage. Enter the battery percentage threshold that will trigger the alert. This alert applies specifically to battery-powered tracking devices. It does not apply to hardware trackers or devices that draw power directly from the vehicle. This alert does not include a repeat cooldown field. The Vehicle Camera Behavior Events Alert notifies you when your camera system detects a specific driver behavior event. Select one or more of the following camera event types to monitor: driver distracted, driver fatigue, driver smoking, driver using cell phone. Following distance warning, forward collision warning, harsh accelerating, harsh braking, harsh cornering, lane departure, no driver detected, no seatbelt, camera covered, PTO, or SOS. Multiple event types can be selected within a single alert, or individual alerts can be created per event type. This alert requires a camera device to be installed in the vehicle. The Groups/Vehicle selector for this alert also includes drivers, allowing you to apply the alert by driver in addition to vehicle or group. There is no repeat cooldown field. The Vehicle Camera System Events Alert notify you when your camera system reports a device-level system issue. Select one or more of the following event types to monitor: drive full, drive not formatted, error formatting drive, error mounting drive, low voltage, storage errors, storage removed, time lapse, and video loss. The alert requires a camera device to be installed in the vehicle. Unlike the driver behavior event alerts, this alert applies to group vehicles only, not drivers, since these are device-level events. There is no repeat cooldown field. The engine odometer and time gap alert notifies you when the platform detects an unexpected change in odometer or engine hours between ignition cycles, which may indicate the vehicle was driven while the tracker was unplugged. There is no threshold value to configure. The alert is created automatically when a gap is detected. The alert is useful for identifying unauthorized vehicle use or deliberate tracker removal. If a mileage or engine hour discrepancy is found between ignition cycles, the alert will trigger automatically. The tire pressure alert notifies when the vehicle reports a tire pressure issue. There is no threshold value to configure. This alert triggers automatically when a low tire pressure condition is detected. Both the tracking device or camera and the vehicle itself must support tire pressure monitoring for this alert to function. Check with your provider if you're unsure whether your equipment is compatible. And that's a complete walkthrough of the alerts and notifications. You know how to access, create, and configure all available alert types from speeding and idling to location-based triggers, maintenance reminders, device health, and camera events. If you have any questions or need additional support, reach out to your provider or check the help documentation. Thank you for watching.